My beautiful, lovely friends, here I sit once again for my post-market wrap-up today, Friday the 13th, 2018. So let's cover a few things here, a whole bunch of things. And let's start off with this. Today was essentially a nothing day in this market. Stocks finished higher. Let's go over that just real quick. The Dow Jones Industrial Average put on a gain of 0.38%. The S&P 500 put on 0.11%. The Nasdaq 0.03%, and the Russell 2000 finished in the negative. Financial sector dragged everything down, and the mainstream financial channels, they just can't figure it out. They just can't figure out what's going on because they don't want to talk about the yield curve. All right. The NASDAQ today, despite a fractional gain, did finish at a new record. Now, if you recall, this guy last Saturday explained to you that this market would finish higher. The week before that, I explained to you market would finish higher. I was correct both times. Now, I have not yet made up my mind as to what's going to happen next week. I will cover that tomorrow in my nice, sweet, lovely look ahead segment. Let's cover a few more things here because it's really, really important. Take a moment of your time and click on the link in the description of this video and go to my website, traderschoice.net. Look at the bond market chart just under the chat room. It's like going straight up, well, at a nice severe angle there. This is what's keeping the market right now from plunging. This is what I'm tossing around in my head for next week because you know what this is all about. We could sit here and we could talk about this, that, and the freaking other thing, but what really matters is how we can take advantage of this. This is it. This is all I care about with regard to this freaking market. It's fake. We know that, but that also means it's our strength. We realize it's not real. We know it's all being propped up. That's our power. By having an understanding of that, we have a really good idea of what's going to come down the pike in the short run too. Trade this market. Could not be easier for you. Now, let's talk about the dollar real quick. The dollar was not able to hold on to any gains today. Finished down fractionally, but they still managed to, pressure gold and silver. It's an amazing dynamic, isn't it? I mean, gold and silver are priced in dollars. So, weaker dollar should mean stronger metals, but not in this reality. It's unbelievable, it really is. But basically what I'm trying to say is with regard to the dollar and the bond market, it's very simple. These two dynamics are dictating the direction of where things are going moving forward. If they can maintain, and they're going to have a little problem here. This is what I want to think about overnight and talk about tomorrow. They have a big problem with maintaining the current trajectory of the bond market. I believe in the video, the wrap-up I did last night, I explained that they're walking a tightrope here between what the bond market is telling us via the yield curve and the fact that they have to continually get in here and buy these bonds one way or the other to keep the stock market suspended. That's it. That's the only thing pushing stocks higher. It's not valuations. It's not earnings. It's not anything else. It's the truth. Now, as we move deeper here into earnings season, and this is something I'm going to talk about a little more tomorrow, we are going to get, in my view, some pretty rosy pictures painted for us. If that's the case, and if they can keep the dollar weak and or weaker, and continue to prop up the bond market right under everyone's nose, stocks will continue higher. But we'll talk about this tomorrow. Anyway, I think this has been a really good 2 weeks for all of us here that are trading this market. I nailed it both weeks to the wall. I am hoping to nail next week to the wall as well, so we can rip its freaking face off. With that said, with that nice little comment, you know what I'm going to say. It's Friday, people. It's just so important to love each other, care about each other, and be charitable. With that said, I hope to see you tomorrow for my look ahead. All right. See ya.